So I don't know what happened. At random too. Why? I don't get it.
Don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
He's 19.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Cooperate. I am going to cooperate.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Yo, yo, yo. Big saludos y respetos down your way. Full blast. Greetings to all my people out there. Hopefully everybody has a good day. With that said, Happy New Year. And here we are, kicking it off with another banger. Well, as you guys got to see and hear it with your own eyes and ears, this unfortunate mom found a head and a couple hands inside the boy's room. Wow, that's crazy, huh? That must have been a very gruesome, ugly, unfortunate thing to see, right? My prayers are extending to the suspect, allegedly, to his family as well, because I'm sure they're devastated to come across something like that in their own house, right? So with that said, come on, man, let's talk about it. But hey, before I continue, homie, you already know the ritual, dog. Lean back, kick back, kick up your feet, spark up your chorrito, open up your pisto, and enjoy the show. It said, mom found human head. Okay, it says, in Western Colorado, attempt to identify remains. Okay. After discovery of human head and hands, investigators, I came across this video and I was like, wow, okay. Who does this shit? Crazy, huh? You know what's crazy? That all these crazy shootings and or killings always happen like in the Midwest or, out there in hillbilly town. I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but this goes out to the people that want to point fingers and look down on cholos and gangbangers and shit. Hey, at least I'm not trying to defend gangsters or cholos, but at least they have some type of rules, regulation, structure. And hey, I mean, I don't really know if I could speak for everybody having morals nowadays, but back in my days, we did believe in respect, respecting family, respecting kids. I mean, all that good stuff. Okay, so apparently Kohi attempted to dispose of the remaining body parts by placing them in the trunk of his car and trying to drive the vehicle into Colorado River. Police arrested Brian Kohi in 2021 after discovering the remains of 69-year-old Warren Barnes. The incident, which involved a then 19-year-old Kohi, sparked a local investigation and is documented in the true crime documentary. That's what I saw. Parents discovered teen son's horrifying secret. The heinous crime involved Kohi decapitating, dismembering, and mutilating Mr. Barnes' body, then bringing some of the body parts home, where they were discovered by his mother. Okay. That part what caught my attention. And to hear a mother cry, it's very, very unfortunate, devastating, and painful to hear. You know, nobody want to see anybody's jefita cry like that. But anyhow, his mother on a 911 call told police that the teen had a fascination with the morbid. What does morbid mean? Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you want to improve your vocabulary, always have a dictionary, or nowadays people have the phone. But since I'm using my phone and I'm too lazy to open up my other computer, I'm just gonna go a little old school and look it up. So, and I mean, we never stop learning. This is what I used to do when I was in prison. When I would watch TV, I would have it on closed caption so I could read along with the TV what I was watching. And at the same time, I would write down words that I didn't know their meaning to. And down the line, when I had a chance, I would look them up and try to use them on my, daily vocabulary, or try to use them throughout sentences and stuff. But sometimes it's hard because you find yourself trying to grow in there and trying to use your time wisely. You're trying to educate yourself. But not everybody in there is on the same page. There's a lot of homies in there that don't have ambition, don't have plans, don't have goals, don't want to better themselves. So when you talk to them about picking up a dictionary or reading a book or educating themselves, they look at you like, huh? Huh? Cálmate, güey. Morbid. Something gloomy is what it means. Gloomy, I guess. Dark. He had a fascination with like dark movies, dark pictures, dark subject shit. Who knows? But anything dark is considered evil, and you know where we're going with that. But in addition to the head Mr. Barnes had, were also found by Cohee's mother, Terry, decomposing in a separate plastic bag hidden in his wardrobe. Cohee attempted to dispose of the remaining body parts by placing them in the trunk of his car and trying to drive the vehicle into the Colorado River. The documentary showcased police dash cam footage capturing the moment authorities arrived at the Cohee residence. During the police questioning at his home, Cohee was asked, "Your parents have raised concerns about some items they may have found in your room. Can you elaborate?" And I'm sure you guys, as you guys seen already, a little preview of that little moment. Cohee responded calmly, saying, "Yes, I believe so. A human head and hands from that man who went missing. I killed him with a knife." Like whatever, normal. Like, hey, yeah, I did that, and what? When pressed further by the officers about the motives, Cohee added, "I always wondered what it would feel like to commit murder." You know, it's crazy how kids nowadays, the shit they think about, right? I think there's more to this shit, but let's continue before I go in with my thought. Later during the painful recollection in a police interview, Terry remembered the moment she discovered Barnes' severe head in her son's closet. She recounted that, "I was tidying up his room, putting things away, and came across a plastic container in his closet. As I started digging through it, I found a plastic bag. Furious, I picked it up, feeling its weight, and noticed it was infested with maggots. Ay wey. I took it into the sink, noticing it was double bagged I opened the first bag, but couldn't bring myself to open the second one. Equally, I could imagine the smell. Ooh wee. I immediately called his father and said, "You need to come over right now. Right now." Kohi's parents subsequently dialed 911 to report the horrifying find, even acknowledging to the dispatcher that their son had displaced a disturbing fascination with death and mortality. Kohi confessed to using a kitchen knife to end Barnes' life and revealed that he had been contemplating taking someone's life for 6 months beforehand. Yeah, man. Stupid kids out there, man. Don't got nothing better to do. Probably bored as watching all this trash on TV. And come on, man. Out of everything, like, how come you couldn't be fascinating about something else? Maybe fixing a car, riding a bike, drawing. He further disclosed in his intent to target a homeless individual or a prostitute, believing that their absence would likely go unnoticed. In other parts of the documentary, Kohi recounted the grisly details of his crime to investigators, displaying no signs of emotion or remorse. He said it was the night of February 27. It was a full moon, and I figured I could see so well, why not try it out? I am in a bad state of mind at the time. I have a major depressive disorder. Here we go. I was driving around and I saw a shape, and I am like, oh, interesting. I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grabbed my knife. I put on 3 layers of gloves because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin. I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas and stabbed his neck. At first, he was in a state of panic, asking, "What are you doing? Why?" But I just continued stabbing his neck. He recounted to investigators. He described himself as growling and making animalistic noises as he inflicted the wounds on Barnes. This guy was a sick motherfucker. He then laughed as he provided news, uh, gruesome details of how he dismembered the man's body, followed by an apologetic remark, "Sorry, that's morbid," directed as at the investigators. Kohi appeared eager to divulge the grisly specifics of his crime to the investigator, displaying excitement as he recounted the murder and seemed to relish the memory. Despite pleading insanity, Kohi was sentenced. Well, wow. So this man was just a poor, unfortunate young soul that was depressed, uh, maybe on psych meds, maybe going through some tough times in his life. And for someone to just step it up and admit killing someone, pretty much he didn't care about his life, his freedom. He had no ambition, no girlfriend, I guess no type of respect or no type of respect towards any type of human life, maybe even animals, and only so many other things that he probably did without us, without, people knowing, people shit that he probably got away with. But, that's why it's very important for us to monitor our kids, our young nephews and nieces, watch what they're, be careful in what they're watching, because not all TV is good. And nowadays they play all kinds of wild stuff on TV just so, kids could grow fast. one thing that I tell my nieces and nephews is like, hey, don't be too fast to grow up. Enjoy your childhood years. Enjoy being a kid, because eventually time flies and you're gonna be an adult and you're gonna wish you were a kid. Hey, yeah, especially around the holidays, I look back, it's like, damn, I wish I was a kid. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to worry about bills. Could open more presents. But anyhow, so this kid, I mean, apparently, obviously, this happened many years ago, a few years back, I believe 2021. So this guy's already been through the court system, sentence. Um, it says, despite pleading insanity, Kohi was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole last year, having found guilty of first degree murder. So he tried to use that insanity thing where, believe it or not, a lot of people that are really crazy, that are not all there, they get away with murder. And I know because I met a few people in prison that were playing the part, and they were like, hey, you know what? They were bragging about the shit they could do and get away with it, and not worry about the DA picking it up, not worried about going to court. And a lot of times, these people that are crazy, they send them to Patton. It's a hospital, like a prison hospital, where I heard a lot of stories, man. It's like a party. It's co-ed. So there's girls and guys in there, you know. So there's a lot of lot of crazy shit happening, man. You'd be surprised. But I guess this kid tried to play the insanity. Obviously, they didn't believe him. He got life without parole. Now he's gonna have to sit in jail, prison, and rot himself till God decides to take him. Now, if he wants to continue bragging and to all these people about what he did, well, if that's up to him, he's gonna have to live with that all his life. And it's sad because he was young. He seemed intelligent. You youngsters out there, man, you guys gotta really pay attention to what you believe in, to what you watch, to what you hear on the radio, the music, what you feed your soul, what you feed your mind. You know, you gotta be real careful because sometimes we're planting all these seeds. Let's say, for example, negativity, violence, watching all these crazy movies of horror, scary movies, you know, killing, and next thing you know, you're feeding your soul, you're feeding your mind, and you're becoming that person. You know, another example, you're watching movies of a big drug lord. Next thing you know, you want to be Scarface, Tony Montana, and shit. And you end up in prison, and now you want to be fucking American me. Wow. Little bell. But you know what I mean. You know, you guys gotta be careful. You know, just have a happy. In life, we need a balance. You know, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, but know how to control yourself. You know, never lose control, because if you do, you're gonna end up crashing like this babos. ¿Me entiendes? Well, I just thought I'd share this little video. You know, I thought it was recent, but obviously a few years back. It's crazy, you know, crazy shit the family went through. And I seen the documentary, and this was a homeless man. Well, not homeless, because he had a home, he had a room, I believe, but he didn't have a family. Yeah, I believe they're from a small town, so everybody knew each other. So what happened was this man went missing. He had a routine every day. He would sit in front of a store and read books. So when he went missing, it was right away like, you know, alert, alert, alert. The whole town went crazy looking for him. And it's crazy that this youngster targeted him because a homeless person or a prostitute, no one cares for. No one will notice that they went missing. And it was actually the opposite. This homeless man, actually he looked homeless, but he wasn't homeless. You know, he was loved by a lot of people in the town. Many people knew him. For many years, he would, he was like the handyman. He would help people around the town and stuff. So when he disappeared, it was like a manhunt. People were searching for him. Finally, the mom called 911, reported this gruesome discovery, and the son came forward and admitted to his dumb, selfish actions, and there he is in jail. Never probably gonna be with a woman anymore. Never gonna eat delicious food. Spend holidays at home with the family. All that's gone. All because you were a curious little Georgie. Anyhow, my name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. You guys take care, and much love and respect. And turn that frown upside down. And you know what's up, homies? Let's rise up, level up, and wise up. With that said, take care. Rato.